What's up YouTube, NTG here, bringing you a Twilightsworn deck profile. Now Twilights were introduced in Code of the Duelist and they are basically the dark version of Lightsworns and they work so well together in tangent, it's unreal. So without further ado, we're going to crack straight into the deck and we'll show you our ratios and the deck. So we start off with triple Rider in the hand of the Lightsworn. We're still waiting to get the dark version of this guy if it even exists, which would be really cool to see. I played Triple Raiden purely because he is still incredibly strong in the deck and you kind of want to see him in your opening hand a little bit more consistently. Triple Illumina, the Lightsworn Summoner. Again, just like the Lightsworn deck, it's incredibly important and can actually work out massively well for you and help get your combos going. At 3, you should be able to drop it to 2 if you wish. I kind of think 3 is enough because again, it's one of them ones that if I have the ability to mill, or if I've got the mill engrave already, she's a nice one that I want to see in my opening hand. Now, on the other hand, Wolf Lightsworn Beast, played 3 of this guy. You don't want to see this guy in your opening hand. You don't ever really want to draw into this guy. All you want to do is mill this guy. He can get cloggy at 3, but he's just too strong not to play at 3. You mill him off of a ride and straight away you've got a Minerva play. And then we play double JD, Judgment Dragon. Now again, he is still incredibly strong, one of the strongest cards in the game, and the fact that you don't have to banish the monsters in the graveyard, or you don't have to clear the monsters in the graveyard, or anything like that. The fact that you just go 1 JD, and then a second JD, is just incredibly strong. You go 1 JD, nuke the board, and then bring out a second JD, you've got 6k direct to your opponent already, and then with the Fairy Tale Snows, you've pretty much got game. It's crazy. And then wrapping up the Lightsworns, we play 1 Felice and 1 Lila. Now, Lila is quite helpful for back row hate as well as obviously being another name for Judgment Dragon. Not that you need to worry about too many names now with the Twilightsworns, but it still helps out massively. And then Felice, again, we only play her at 1 because she's not as good as Wolf because she only goes off of a monster mill effect, which is why you want her at 1. Her main effect is still really, really good. I quite like that, but at 1 it's just enough. Now onto the Twilightsworn, we play double Riku, Twilightsworn Fire. This card is actually really, really cool. It's a shame it's a level 2. If it was level 4, it would have made it even better. But if this card is normal summoned or flip face up, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, banish 1 card on the field without targeting. That's awesome. Once per turn, if an other Lightsworn monster's effect is activated, you send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So like the rest of the Twilightsworns, they help you extend your mills. Double Lumina Twilightsworn Shaman. Now, the reason we only play 2 is she's a bit more specific than the original Lumina of Lightsworns because she requires so much. She requires at least 2 targets because you need to banish a Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard and then target one of your banished Lightsworn monsters. So you need to already have a Lightsworn monster banished to then use her, whereas Lumina can be a bit more accessible because it's easier to send to grave than it is to banish at this moment in time, but these help banish your cards easily anyway. And then we play double Lila Twilightsworn in Chartreuse. You can play 1 Jeanne if you want. I quite like her effect, it's really, really nice. So once per turn, when a spell or trap card or effect is activated, quick effect, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 face up spell or trap card on the field, destroy it. So if your opponent activates like a continuous spell or a field spell or anything like this, use her effect, you go bang, clear it, and then you're off to go. And we wrap it up with 2 Punishment Dragon. Now the ratios on the dragons can be 3 and 1 with JD. I think JD is probably a bit more prominent than Punishment, but Punishment does recycle your banish and your graveyard. You pay 1,000 life points, shuffle into the deck all cards in the graveyards and all face-up banish cards except Lightsworn monsters. Once per turn, if your Lightsworn monster's effect is activated, send top 4 card of your deck to the graveyard. So he helps shuffle everything back in. So he gets to recycle your cards like your Trick Clowns, just anything that you want to see again. And then on top of that, Punishment Dragon can then recycle your banished snows if that happens. And if your opponent has like banished cards effect, or if they have graveyard effects that they might want to use, you force them to use it or you shuffle them back in. And then the non-Twilights or Lightsworn monsters are 1 Goblin Berg and 1 Trick Clown. Triple Fairy Tale Snow. This card is busted as hell. It wouldn't surprise me if it gets hit. In the fact that, yes, it's not seeing huge amounts of plays, but the decks that it is played in, it's a game winner. If you play it in a deck that doesn't mind banishing stuff or has the ability to flood the graveyard, Snow is just so strong, it wins you games. And the one Electromagnetic Turtle, because there sometimes there are slow turns with Twilightsworns and Lightsworns, Electromagnetic Turtle, if you get that engraved, can actually help you possibly win the game as well. Now on to the spells. This deck has been given, because they have Darks, a new draw engine as well. So you play triple Solar Recharge. Again, this has got so many more targets now, it's more consistent. And on top of that, it's been given free Allure of Darknesses because of the Dark Twilightsworns. And then on top of that, it doesn't matter if you banish your Twilightsworns, because you've got Punishment Dragon that's going to get effects off. You got that will shuffle it all back in, and it actually helps you out massively. Double Charge the Light Brigade. Again, really cool card, even more targets now. And what I love about the next one is March of the Dark Brigade. I love the artwork. I think it's absolutely amazing. One of the best artworks around. You take one Lightsworn monster in your graveyard that has a level, add it to your hand, then banish a number of cards from the top of your deck equal to the original level of that monster in your hand. So it helps you recycle dead hands. This could be an actually amazing top deck. If you've got nothing left, you rip this off the top deck and you go bang, target a Lightsworn monster, add it back to hand, banish your top 4, then normal summon, mill more. You could just extend your plays so much more. And then the one obs is the one Soul Charge, the one Rhoda, and the one Foolish Burial. Soul Charge is just incredibly strong in Link format at this moment in time, because it can help extend your plays massively, especially, not to mention, just in general with the Lightsworn deck. Okay, so now onto the extra deck. We played double Minerva, the Exalted Lightsworn. Still play a 2, it's still an incredible card, and you will go through 2 quite easily. It's still very strong. One Castel Sky Blaster, one Bujinte Tsukiyomi, and one Tornado Dragon. Again, these are all incredibly helpful rank 4 cards. These two help get rid of Dead Felices or Wolves in hand, and then obviously draw new cards. And then Castel for bounce and Tornado for back row hate. Our level 3s, Dante's and Leviers, because there are some times when you get into that situation. Levier is now more prominent because you're banishing a lot of stuff for your Twilightsworns, and Dante can help mill and extend your plays. Then on to the Synchros. So for our level 7s, we play one Clearwing Synchro Dragon, one Black Rose Dragon, and one Michael the Arch Lightsworn. Again, all 3 are incredibly helpful in the deck, and still really strong. And then for our level 8s, we play the one Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, and I'm playing double Cypher Lord Omega because it is busted as hell. If you have the ability to make double Cypher Lord Omega in one turn, you're ripping 2 from your opponent's hand, and you still have your extra deck spaces available for you. And the speed of which our final link monsters is Deco Talker and Ib the World Chalice Priestess. Now, Ib might come out for Proxy Dragon when it comes out, but as of now, Ib I still think is really strong, because if you can flood the board with 5 monsters, there are times of doing that. And even if you don't flood the board with 5 monsters, you get Deco Talker on board. Next turn, go into your Ib the World Chalice Priestess. Ib is then protecting the 2 cards. So let's say you've gone into your Omegas or something, your Omegas come back, you put your Omegas back here and here, Ib is protecting them, and because she's linked, she's also protected, can't be destroyed by battle or card effect, which can be massively helpful to kind of like slow the game down, delay the game, and obviously protect your monsters and cards should you wish them to be. And because we play loads of lights and darks, she's quite easy to make in this deck. So yeah, that is it. Very straightforward, very to the point for the Twilightsworn deck profile. I thoroughly enjoy it. I wasn't an original Lightsworn player, I will admit that. But that was purely because of the Minerva kind of hit, and then when Minerva came out, it kind of made it more accessible for me to get a hold of, as it did everyone, which is why there was a sudden spike in the usage of Lightsworns, and my gosh, are they fun. They are so luck-based though. You'll either play a game where you're like, I mill nothing, wow, I've lost the game, or you'll mill the absolute nuts and just go off. Which is if you like riding your luck, this is the deck for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time, guys, see ya.